what you tell your friends about. I'm the crazy ex-girl you pretend you don't know, 'cause you know I could ruin your life. Rumor has it you have someone new. She'll regret you like a bad tattoo, 'cause you'll never change, you'll always stay the same. Go on and tell all your friends all about me. I don't give a nothing sticks to me, baby. Yes, hon, I'm Teflon, I don't give an F, so go ahead and tell them I'm a little bit too much for ya. Maybe you're not man enough, 'cause I speak my mind, yeah, I spit it out. I don't care about if you think that I'm a little bit too much for ya. Maybe you're not man enough, 'cause I speak my mind, yeah, I spit it out. I don't care about if you think that I'm a little bit too much.
Hey guys, welcome back. Alden had a few days off for the 4th of July, and I was sent a saw, y'all see that in just a few minutes, for a sponsorship, and I don't know a whole lot about chainsaws or anything like that, so he was going to help me do that. He was going to show me how to use it and how to oil it, how to put it all together, all that stuff, and he was like, okay, well, let's go cut something, and I was like, well, actually, I need to clean this kitchen and I have no cabinet space. He was like, well, why don't you have any cabinet space? You've got plenty of cabinets. And I was like, because look. And I opened a couple of the cabinets and he was like, oh my gosh, some things never change. And that is so true with me. I tend to repeat the same patterns over and over, no matter how often I organize or declutter, I still end up with the same mess after time. It's just a pattern with me. I don't know why I can't keep some things clean, but I told him I got a new pot and I got a new pan and I didn't have a place to put it. So I was going to clean out my cabinets and he said he would help me. I was like, wow, okay. I was like, well, I'm filming. He was like, well, that's okay. So he jumped in there, and the kids did too, and helped me clean the kitchen and some cabinets. Intro here. Hey guys, welcome back. Alden just came from the flea market. Did you buy anything good? No? Did you buy anything? Nothing real nice, Clark. So anyway, I put him to work. He is washing an air fryer. Have you ever washed an air fryer before?
A week or two ago.
Whatever. And Allison's helping, and Kennedy's helping. We had a little prayer meeting about kids helping around the house, so they've done really good this week, haven't they? Mm-hmm. So anyway, I need to clean these I can't talk. So anyway, I need to clean these kitchen cabinets out. I got this new pot that I showed you guys, and a previous, what did I say it was? Okay, I got this new pan. I showed you guys this last video, and I got this big pot. So I need a place to put these because I don't want to put them underneath and get them scratched up. So anyway, I've got a bunch of, like this cabinet over here on the bottom is just junk. If anybody's coming over in a hurry, I will grab everything on the counter, stuff it under there. Mail, crap, trash, yeah. I opened a Red Bull this morning. I was getting it out of the refrigerator and I hit it on a corner and it started spraying everywhere. So I swallowed the malt buckets out. It was a sticky situation. And this is baby formula, not powdered sugar, guys.
Let's just do what you want to. Please don't be polite, 'cause I like your attitude. Let's forget about a curfew, 'cause all that is stuck in my head. It's me and you, pulse speed and my heart is racing, but I'm not sure I wanna place it, 'cause it only does this with you. Our bodies meet, I can feel the tension, move us into the next dimension. Let's just let our bodies be true. Let
bad?
Look at it.
Kennedy's cleaning the dog crate and she wants credit for it, so proof. No, don't put it there.
Is your vacuum charged?
I don't know.
Where's it at?
Lord have mercy, you need to shop back. Come look at this, Alden.
It's under there all.
And do the floor underneath it, the wall behind it. Don't look like you know how to do it. Yuck. You're gonna clean the roller?
It needs it. Look at it.
Sure. I'm proud of you, Kennedy. Way to be aggressive and take control of a nasty situation. We don't have a ton of cabinet space, but we do have more than I've had like in the previous house I lived in. In the previous house I lived in, I had half of the cabinet space that I do here, but I don't utilize my space wisely. I am not big on decluttering and organizing and things like that. I'll clean all day long on the surface, but I don't like to open cabinets and deal with all of my hidden little spaces that I throw junk and clutter, and I do. Just like all of these jars, we can a lot, so we end up with empty jars. And those are some notes that Allison left me in a little jar one time, like little sayings and then Bible verses, things like that. So I stuffed those back in the jar and did put those back up. But all of these jars could go in a tote and be stored in the garage or storage building until I'm ready to can again, which is soon. We've already been canning pickles because we've been getting lots of cucumbers from our garden. I just unloaded a dishwasher and put a jar in a cabinet, and Heather does too. So Alden said, I seen in the garage that there's totes stacked up in there, like empty ones. Do you want to put some jars in there? And I was like, yeah, that'd be great. So he was like, if you'll box them up, then I'll go take them out. And I was like, okay. So that freed up this cabinet. Most of those jars came out of this tiny cabinet. So anyway, I just wanted to wipe that out because you know how it is when you have things like that sitting in there, you're going to get nastiness everywhere. So got that cleaned out. But we have tumblers too that take up a lot of space, and I don't have the room to put those where our normal glasses are, so I just throw them down underneath, and we don't use most of them. We honestly don't. The kids have Stanleys now instead of Yetis and all that, but you pay $50 for a Yeti. You don't want to throw it away because you paid $50 for it, even though it's just taking up space. So I did go through and declutter some, but at the same time, I did just make room to stack those more neatly on top of the shelf that's underneath, like the little shelf on top. But you'll see in a minute that I just have so much clutter and junk. Like in the cabinet where my pots and pans are, that top shelf had fallen, and I had a crock pot down there, my Instant Pot crock pot, like food processor, our blender. There's so many things like that that I don't have room for. But we have a whole garage with all kinds of shelves, and I could be storing those out there. And yeah, they're probably going to get dusty and dirty, but you can wash those out before you use them again. So I just need to utilize my space more wisely and declutter, organize, all of those things that I hate to do. But it was long overdue. I am not big on having my toaster, my can opener, things like that sitting out on top of my counter space. My mom will have every single thing she owns sitting on top of her counters. She does not like to pull for a can opener. When she goes to open a can, she wants that can opener sitting right there waiting on her. So I'm the opposite. I would rather store my can opener, my toaster, anything I can put in a cabinet to get it off my countertop. I want to do that. And maybe it's just because I don't have a lot of counter space. If I did, maybe it would be different. But I just think a kitchen looks a lot more open, clean, bigger, more counter space if you can put everything you can in a cabinet. But as you see, obviously I put everything in a cabinet, so I need to stop doing that. But I did go through and get rid of a lot of stuff and put things back in neatly and in a more functional way.
Success. I remember the first time that we two met, the love in the chugging, can't forget how you held me at my worst, see right through, know what I deserve,
So in this cabinet, I just wanted to put things that we have a little extra of, and I put my big pot and my pan down here. So tumblers, cutting boards, big plastic plates we use when we get like burgers or hot dogs, chicken, whatever off the grill. We'll put them on those big platters. Allison's lunchbox, and then bowls that she uses to pack her lunch with. Things like that I'm just not using right this second, or that I don't pull from. A whole bunch we put down there just because it was a trashed space anyway that wasn't being used. So all of the extra stuff that is falling out of the cabinets when I open the door, that's what I put down here, because we have tons of mixing bowls and things like that. So I finished cleaning out all of those cabinets, and then I told Heather I was not doing the junk drawers. I was like, I'm done. I'm not doing junk drawers on this day. I do not say, oh, tomorrow we're going to declutter cabinets. I don't do that. I only do it when I get into that one mood, when the feeling hits me. That's when I do it, and the junk drawers just wasn't on the agenda today because they're terrible. I've not decluttered those since the last time I did it, which was probably a year ago. So Heather had stopped at the farmer's market and got some fresh corn, and Heather and Alden took over because I broke the cutting board trying to cut my first ear of corn. So yeah.
On the street, said your heart just skipped a beat, and that you miss me. It's always the same story with you, but I'm just...
So this is the Truzy cordless pole saw and mini chainsaw 2-in-1 that I was telling you guys about. So when I seen this in my email to review, I was so excited because you guys know we have so many bushes and things like that we need to trim up and get rid of. So my dad has a chainsaw and we've been borrowing his, but my brother's also been using his too. So when I go out there to get it, sometimes my brother has it, sometimes the battery's not charged, all of that. And I thought it would be a great opportunity to have something just on the smaller scale that I could handle versus a really big, huge chainsaw. So it is a 6-inch chainsaw. It comes with a telescoping pole, a battery, 2 chains, an oil container that you have to put your own oil in. Oil is not included. It comes with a 2-inch screwdriver, a wrench, a file for sharpening the chain, and a charger for the chainsaw. So you just lubricate the chainsaw before you use it, before you store it, just as needed. You'll know when it's time. But I like that it comes with the pole because you don't have to use a ladder that way. If there's something 10 feet tall and I need to cut it, I don't have to get out a ladder and use that. And on the other hand, for like an elderly person, or if you don't even own a ladder, it's great because you can just reach up and saw it. So the saw comes with a 12-month warranty, and it's free repair and replacement. And if you have any kind of problems with it, they'll call you back within 24 hours. I love that it's small, and it may be small, but it is mighty. You can cut so many things with this little saw, and it's so handy because it's light. It only weighs 7 pounds, but it is seriously so easy to use and so handy because it is so small and it's not wearing your arms out to cut things. If you don't want to use it on the pole, which I didn't because I didn't have anything really tall to cut on this day, you just use it handheld, cuts through things that you'll see later our bigger chainsaw struggled with. And I'm not just saying that to try to sell this saw. We went to Lowe's on this day and bought a bigger chainsaw just so we could cut some bigger things down at the base instead of limb by limb. This little chainsaw outworked the big one. I am not kidding. We are returning that to Lowe's. All you have to do is plug that battery up. It charges within 2 hours, and then it lasts 100 minutes. We worked all day long on this day, and that battery was still charged. I was very impressed with the battery life. We still haven't had to sharpen that chain. We have used the heck out of this thing. We have cut everything with it. Like, I'm so obsessed with cutting things. I'll just walk around the yard and see if there's stumps, because we have dead stumps everywhere because Heather cuts everything. So I have just been like sawing all these limbs down, all these stumps down, trying to get everything out of the yard. But I have enjoyed using this little thing so much. It's so handy. Doesn't take up a lot of space to store. Like I said, we can throw it in our little wagon, get it out as needed. I was like, it's like a pocket knife. But seriously, even Alden was impressed. And Alden's not easily impressed with little things like this. But he was like, that thing is pretty good. And I was like, I know, right? But if you're looking for something like this, it's very affordable. I think they're on Amazon right now for $139.99. So super affordable, and it's just extremely handy if you're a homeowner and you've got things that, you know, like trimming limbs out of trees, just shaping things up or cutting things down. It is extremely handy to have. So I'll link that in my description box. Check that out. And thank you, Truzy, for sending me this. We are loving it. This is probably one of my most favorite things I've gotten from a sponsorship.
I was never alone, never alone, never alone, never alone.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Go the other way. Turn around.
What's happening today?
Turn around and do it. Pull it this way, I bet it'll come out.
I bet it won't.
There you go. Push, push, push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're almost there. Do it again. Get the hoe and chop on it. Here, what if we both pull? This should be comical. Hang on. Hold up. We ready. We ready. Which way are you going? Oh, wait.
Oh! My piece broke. My piece broke.
Hang on. Hold it. Stop. Collaborate. Listen.
Listen, Shonda. Ain't got time to stop, collaborate, and listen. Oh, no, you have to hold. Let me get the rock out of the way. Hang on.
Got some rotten wood over here.
If you can't say nothing nice, go back in the house.
Got some rotten wood over here.
God, you're making sparks fly. Get a hoe.
We don't need that kind of negativity in our life.
I'm done after this. Daisy, go, honey. Here, right here. I mean, if you had big stuff,
No, but I mean, that's pretty good size. Hey, so what'd that just chew through? Oh, my batteries lasted pretty good in it.
yeah.
Can we take a chainsaw to it?
Probably the best thing you can do is put that battery on the charger tonight.
I'm bending the whole thing.
Let it can charge while you're in.
Okay, so
Have this feeling, haven't felt for so long. Took a hold of me and won't let go. I've been sleeping, caught me off my guard. Cause you're in my space and now I'm so. Hold me towards you and I cannot fight it. My head's underwater, I try to disguise it. Want you to hold me, though we haven't spoken. I need that something to get me to open. You are only a shot away from
So like I said earlier, we went to Lowe's and we were just going to invest in a bigger chainsaw too so that we could cut bigger things down. My brother has a Bobcat, like a construction service, and I'll leave his information below just in case any of you guys are local and needing some work done. But he is going to clear out our jungle down there soon. But I thought if we had this chainsaw, it would come in handy when he does that. If there's something bigger that would just be easier to cut with a chainsaw, we would have it. This chainsaw was just not the thing for us. It is put together correctly. We had Alden double check. The chain is not on backwards. It is self-lubricating. It has oil in it. It overheated so quickly. And when it wouldn't cut something, I would use this little one and it would cut. And we were like, oh my gosh. So the sponsorship part's over. That's all they listen to. So I'm not just trying to sell this chainsaw. I don't care if you buy it or not. I mean, it's nothing to me. But if you are needing something like this, ours has been amazing. Like, we are using this thing left and right. I love it. It is seriously like, I would hands down rather have this one than a big one just because it's light. We can use it easily, all that stuff. And we have been cutting everything down. So we cut all these bushes around our back porch down. And I did like them because it kind of hid under our porch. And I didn't really know what it even looked like under there. But now that all those bushes are gone, I'm really liking it. I like the openness of it. I do need to get up under there and clean out some things. There's a little bit of trash. There is some extra lumber, things like that I need to get cleaned out. But it's just like rock under there. And it'd be the perfect place for storage. Like if we wanted to enclose it or put lattice or just some kind of privacy boards or just leave it open. I love it. So I was planting pumpkins. If you guys noticed while they were sawing things, I was going around planting something, and that is pumpkins. I had put some in my raised bed, my little plastic raised bed that's got the legs on it. I had put some pumpkins in there, and those things came up in no time. Within a week, they were like 4 inches tall. I was like, holy moly. So I went around and planted some just in different places. And I do overplant. I know we don't need that many pumpkins, but I promise you they're not all going to live. So hopefully we'll get a few pumpkins out of the deal. And yeah. So Alden was yelling earlier when Heather and I were trying to pull that root out of the ground. He was like, you have some rotten wood over here. And I was like, we don't need that negativity in our life. Like, if you can't say nothing positive, go. You know, I was just aggravating him. We were just having fun. But we do have a few little places that needs to be replaced on the side of this porch just from where those bushes have been up against it. It's held moisture, all that stuff. So we need to get busy with some things like that. Do you guys ever feel overwhelmed with things like this? I know, when you rent, you don't have to worry about it. And that's the cool thing about renting. But when you're a homeowner, it can be a bit overwhelming. There are so many things we need to get done around this house. I told you guys I tried to spray off that dirty looking spot on the bottom of our rock, like our foundation. I don't know what that is, but I sprayed cleaner on it. I took a pressure washer to it. It will not come off. And somebody said they thought it was just the color of the rock, but it's not. It's different toward the bottom. It's like red clay mud or rust. I don't know what it is, honestly, but it bugs me. I want that off. So I don't know. I'll have to just kind of research that and see if we can get it off. But we have all these random stumps because Heather's cut everything down. She does not want a lot of landscaping around here. And so there's a lot of stumps. And I was taking the saw and I was wearing it out. So it is handy. It really is. Alden was like, you scare me with that thing. You're too comfortable with it. You've got to be careful. It can kick back. You can lose your fingers, all those things. But so far, we have all our fingers. And yeah, we're loving it. I'm telling you, way better than the one that we purchased from Lowe's. It's going back because this little one is doing the job and we don't have any need for it and it's not working properly. But I'm running out of time here, so I will let you guys go. And thank you so much for being here and watching. I love you guys so much. Remember, Jesus loves you no matter what. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
My window's open. I hear the cries of the broken. I know they were made for more than this. I see all the fire and smoke and your hearts are losing hope. Yeah, I know it's hard. I wanna be a shining light.
showed me. Make the broken things new. Yeah, the only hope for you.